everyone, and welcome to America Reads Fun Learning Activities. We are college students who create learning activities for kids. Our fun activities are focused on reading, writing, and math. Thank you for joining us to learn today. My name is Mackenzie, and in today's video we are going to practice comparing stories that teach us about similar things. If we want to learn something, what do? Well, one option is to read a story about it. There are authors all around the world who write stories to teach us about many different things. In today's activity, we are going to read 2 stories about plant growth. One focuses on sunflowers, and the other one focuses on how plants use their roots to get food and water from soil. We are going to read these stories, and then we're going to have a fun activity where we practice comparing them. So, let's get to it. We are going to look at 2 stories that teach us about plant growth. We are going to see how the stories are alike and how they are different to see how much we can learn from reading both stories. Up first, we are going to read the story Bright as the Sun by Readworks. Sunflowers are big, beautiful plants. Many are bright and yellow, just like the sun. Some sunflowers are orange or brown or red. Sunflowers grow in fields. They need sunshine and warmth to grow from seed to flower, and sunflowers need lots of water. Before we move on to our next story, let's recap what we learned from this story. Can you tell me what the story was about? Yes, the story taught us about sunflowers and how they are bright and yellow. The story also told us that sunflowers need sunshine and warmth to grow. Now we are going to read our second story. This story is called How Plants Get Water and Food by Readworks. Most plants have roots. Those roots grow down into the dirt. The roots take in water from the dirt. The roots also take in minerals and other things from the dirt. A plant uses those things to help it make food. The water and food then move up the plant stem. They move to the other parts of the plant. This helps the plant grow well. So what did we learn from this second story? What was the story trying to teach us? Yes, it told us that plants have roots that grow into the dirt. And why is this important? Because, as the story told us, those roots get water and mineral from the ground to help the plant grow. Now that we have read each of our stories, we are going to recreate a plant of our own. For this activity, you are going to need yellow, green, and blue construction paper. You will also need glue, a marker, pen, or pencil to write with, scissors, 2 pipe cleaners, either green or brown, and a cotton ball. You can use orange, brown, or black. If you don't have a cotton ball, you can also cut out a piece of construction paper in the shape of a circle. Again, you can use orange, brown, or black. This is going to be the center of our sunflower. First, you're going to take your yellow construction paper and your marker, and we are going to trace our flower leaves. So, to trace the petals, draw a triangular shape, something like this. You can make them different sizes, different widths, whatever you'd like. As the center of our sunflower is sort of small, I'm going to keep my petals smaller as well. Once done, it should look something like this. Now, you're going to take your scissors and cut out each of your petals. Remember, hold the scissors away from your body and ask an adult for help. Pause the video now to cut your flower petals out. Once complete, your flower petals should look something like this. Now that we have our flower petals created, we're going to set them to the side. Then, take your green construction paper and your marker, and we are going to trace a stem. We are also going to create some big leaves to go on the stem of our sunflower. Now we are going to cut these out. Remember, hold the scissors away from your body and ask an adult for help. You can pause the video now to complete cutting your stem and your leaves. Once complete, it should look something like this. Now, we are going to take our blue construction paper and we are going to assemble the parts of our sunflower. First, we are going to draw a line at the bottom of our paper. It will look something like this. This is to represent the ground level. And we know anything below this is the root of our flower. To create our roots, we are going to take our pipe cleaners. We are going to cut these. Remember, ask an adult for help. Cut the pipe cleaners into thirds. Now you can bend them back and forth to create a more curved root. Now glue each of your roots onto your paper. Remember, it has to be below this line, which represents the ground. These are the roots of our flower. Now we are going to glue our stem and our leaves on the paper as well. I'm going to cut my stem a little bit shorter. Now we are going to glue the center of our sunflower. Then we are going to take our petals and assemble. Glue these around the center of your sunflower. Now that we have created the different parts of our sunflower, I am going to show you questions and information that I got from both stories. We are going to sort them based on if they were from our first story, Bright as the Sun, or our second story, How Plants Get Water and Food. If the information came from the story Bright as the Sun, we are going to place it on the petals of our flower. If it came from How Plants Get Food and Water, we are going to put it by the roots. If we got this information from both, we are going to put it by the stem. So let's go. Up first, we have plants use what the roots collect to make food. Where did we learn this? Yes, we got this from the second story, How Plants Get Food and Water. So we are going to glue this by the roots. The next card says, sunflowers need a lot of water. This is from the first story, Bright as the Sun, so this goes by the petals. This card says, sunflowers can be orange, brown, red, or yellow. This is also from the first story, Bright as the Sun, as the first story talked a lot about sunflowers. So by the petals it goes. This card says, roots give plants water and minerals. This is from our second story. We know that the second story focused on the roots of plants in general, and our first story focused on sunflowers specifically, which is how they are different. This card says, roots grow in the dirt. Yes, it's about roots, so it goes by our roots, because it came from the second story. This card says, sunflowers grow in fields. Because this is talking about sunflowers, which was focused on in the first story, we'll put it up here by our petal. This card says, plants need water to grow. This one goes on the stems because both stories focused on how plants, sunflowers and other plants alike, need water to grow big and strong. And lastly, we have a card that says, sunflowers can be bright and yellow. Yes, this is gonna go up here. And just like that, we've learned how to see how informational stories, which are stories that teach us something, can be different, while still teaching us about similar topics. Thank you for joining us to learn today. We hope you come back and learn some more. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we will be back with more fun videos.